Hello there, my name's Annette with Sunbeam Fabric Art. Welcome to my channel. Today we're on block number 7 of our Scrappy Stash Quilt Along. We're going to be making this pattern, which is called Ribbon Quilt, from my Barbara Brackman encyclopedia. For this block, I need a center square that measures 4.5 inches, and then I'm going to be making 8 half-square triangle blocks, so I need 4 of my background fabric and 4 of my color fabric. I'm making 2 of these blocks today for my sampler quilt, so you'll be seeing me with double the fabrics. To make these half-square triangles, I'm drawing a diagonal line across from corner to corner on all my 5-inch background squares. We'll put a dark fabric right sides together with the background fabric, and then I'm going to stitch down both sides of my diagonal line. At the sewing machine now, I've got my line. I'm lining up my background square on top of my dark fabric. I stitch down one side of the line, I flip the block around and stitch down the other side of the line. Then all I have to do is cut on the line, and I have created 2 half-square triangles. It's super easy to chain piece when creating all these half-square triangles. With all the half-square triangles cut apart, I took those to the iron and I pressed them open to the darker side. Now let's talk about trimming a half-square triangle. I'm using a 45-degree line on my ruler, and I'm checking my 4.5-inch line because I'm going to trim these down to 4.5 inches. So I place the diagonal line directly over that seam. Make sure that my 4.5 line is overlapping on the left and the bottom. Then I can trim the right side and the top side. I used my rotary cutter to go ahead and cut off that right side and that top side. Now I will flip this block around. I will again use that diagonal line to line up that seam. Then I'll be able to line up the left and the bottom directly on the 4.5-inch line, and again trim away the right side and the top side, and then I'm done. Now laying out this block was pretty interesting. I had to keep looking at the book for every single block to figure out exactly how it was arranged. But I managed to do it, just looked at the block in the book and left to right and laid out all these half-square triangles to create this ribbon quilt block. And I lay this out right next to my sewing machine, so all I have to do now is sit down at the sewing machine and start sewing these rows together. When it comes time to put the rows together with each other, I do use my clips and I clip where the seams come together. That way I am sure that my seams are going to match up and this block is going to look great. Well, I do like this block. It was the easiest one that I've done so far, and now I have a total of 14 blocks in my sampler quilt series. I'm so excited, just 3 more blocks to go. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you back again real soon.